Good afternoon. Welcome to Ann Arbor Pioneer, ArborBroadcasting.com production of Freshman Hoops. We've got Pioneer 5-2 against Lincoln. I'm Larry Lage, back with Bob Treat, who can hear me on his headphones now. How are you, Bob?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. It's really nice to be able to hear for a change, right?
Yes, and we can even social distance here. I don't have to sit in your lap, so we can hear each other.
It's too bad that you don't want to do that, but I understand completely.
Pioneer 5-2. Lincoln, not sure what their record is. Talked to Charvet Patterson before the game. I said, "What's your record, Coach?" He said, I don't know. And he said, "We just want to play hard." And I said, "Fair enough. Good luck."
Well, I can tell you the last time we played this team, number 4 could be a problem. Let's see how we defend him today.
And that is him.
And Cole Treat absolutely stuffs him right there. Nice defensive play by Cole.
Leighton Lage sets the lineup, the offense for Pioneer to Sampa. And you'll see him with the ball quite a bit today. There's Cole Treat up top. A lot of Pioneer players will touch the ball. Cole Treat gets tied up. And that's going to be a foul on who Bob was talking about. That's Zane Tawakul. We're going to call him Zane today. That's what the guys call him. He went to an Ann Arbor middle school for sure, and that's Carson Strauss, the leading scorer for Pioneer, puts him on the board.
Carson Strauss, nice put back there.
Zane will handle the ball, shoot the ball. That's Lage assigned to him despite the mismatch. And he is staying there right with him.
Not much of a mismatch laterally there. Maybe a size difference, but certainly not Lage's ability to get his body in front. Very good defender.
Cole Treat with the drive off the pass from Sampa. He gets fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws there. Nice job by Pioneer to push and pass to set up a really nice drive there by Cole Treat, who's at the line for 23. Last time Pioneer was out, they beat Ypsilanti 65-32, and Cole Treat scored a season-high 18 in that game. First free throw just comes up short. As we mentioned, Pioneer is 5-2. Pioneers have won 2 straight after losing 2 straight. And the second one's a little long, and the Lincoln Rail Splitters come down with it.
It's nice to see Pioneer come out firing again, very aggressive. It's one of the reasons they are as good as they are. They have a motor. Sampa proves my point right there as he dishes to Lage. Beautiful layup. That's what we're talking about, Larry. This team has always been very aggressive. It's part of the coach's philosophy to be aggressive, and they have to call a quick timeout there.
As you can see on the bottom of the screen, but in case you're multitasking, Pioneer up 4-2, and Lincoln calls a timeout a little more than a minute and a half into this one. That's Coach Charvet Patterson with the Rail Splitters. And your Pioneers are led by Lawrence DeWolf and assisted by Rob Kunick and Nikki Patty. This coaching staff has done an outstanding job with this group of unselfish and talented young men. Not easy to be 5-2 in this tough conference. Everyone can win, and Pioneers winning more often than not. Each of these boys also doing well enough in the classroom to be eligible, because you've got to get good grades to be in school too, or be in sports here. That's Logan Wynn at point guard for Lincoln, picked up by Lage. Sampa on defense there. That's Eric Jones, a little hot on the pass off of Kendrick Jones's hands, and Pioneer will get the ball back. This has been the starting lineup Coach DeWolf has been going with for quite some time. Sampa with the ball at point guard. That's Lyle on the wing. Lage on the wing as well.
Let's see if they can get Sampa a shot here on the perimeter. Early on in the season, we were playing a perimeter game. Sampa was deadly from 3-point range. Like to see the young man take some shots from the perimeter here.
Treat and Strauss round out the lineup, and that's Sompa, who is just such a good shooter. Bob Treat, you called it. Beautiful shot, and I think all of these players could shoot more, but they're just so unselfish.
That is absolutely correct. We've been talking about that for a very, very long time. And Lincoln comes back.
Zane knocks down the shot once again. He's got all 4 for Lincoln. He's probably right on the borderline of being a JV player here for the Rail Splitters, but good for Pioneer that he's out here because they need to be tested by this team that they beat 72-40 at Lincoln. In that game, Pioneer scored 48 points in the first half. That's Lage for 3, tees it up. No good. And we've got another timeout, I believe. Looks like the Lincoln players may be getting reminded of proper mask use. That is something that they are keeping an eye on here, obviously, during the pandemic, trying to keep both teams safe. The pandemic has obviously knocked some teams out of action with different COVID protocol issues, but the officials, trying to do the best job they can along with the administrators here.
Speaking of the officials, one of the things that's unique about officials is it's not unheard of to speak to an official and know that he or she officiates more than one sport, and that is the case here today. As I was talking to one of the referees who also is a Big Ten referee of soccer, so quite a story. Just moved to Chicago.
The more you can do, the more you can do, and that's Cole Treat off the window, off the box, gives Pioneer a 9-6 lead. Last bucket for Lincoln there was by Logan Wynn, who has the ball now, bringing it across the timeline on the left wing, picked up by Lage.
Inside-outside game here, Larry. We've got to be able to hit the perimeter shots, feed the ball down low to Strauss, and touches to Treat, huh?
That's Zane, gets a 19-footer up. That one's long. Strauss with the rebound, kicks it out to Treat. He's got his head up, pulls it up. One Lincoln player loses his mask. Lyle takes advantage with a drive and a dish to Carson Strauss for the
Mo
bucket.
There. Great pass by Mo.
Well, my class of 91 Bill Lyle buddy crossed the way. That's his father, and he's at the scorebook there. And I said, Mo does a great job of driving to create a shot. It'll be fun to see when he starts to drive and dish, and bam, there it is.
There it is, right?
This team is so unselfish, up 11-6 here midway through the first quarter. And that's win for the Rail Splitters against Lage.
And Tyler Matinda comes in.
Has been playing very well lately, a really nice addition after starting the year injured with a right ankle. You can see
very good defense there too by Tyler, Larry.
Nice outlet to Lage to Sompa. Sompa wisely pulls it back out and calls a play. That's Lyle down to Matinda. Matinda turns, spins, long, Strauss, good, off the glass. Matinda goes back, doesn't get a call, and Lincoln comes away with it. And there's Zane pushing the action for Lincoln. Gets past Lage, Sompa makes him kick it. That's Wynn with the drive. Matinda comes up, gets a little bit too much body, and it will put the Rail Splitters at the line. First foul for Pioneer. Lincoln has 3. That'll be a baseline out of bounds situation for the Rail Splitters. Officials said they were not on the ground and didn't get it up there. Strauss does a great job there deflecting the ball. He's a really nice defender, uses his length really well, Bob.
Let's give Lincoln a lot of credit, Larry. They got blown out the last time we played them. They've come back today. It looks like they have a little giddy in their step. They want to win this game.
Zane guarded by Lage and gives it up. As you said, he may be a mismatch in size, but certainly not in lateral quickness. There's Wynn with a 15-footer on the baseline, no good. Eric Jones comes up with it. He gets fouled just before he travels, perhaps, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Sompa, Lage, Lyle, Strauss, Matinda in for the Pioneers. who are 5-2 this year. That is Eric Jones at the line for the Rail Splitters, whose athletic director is Chris Westfall, a great Ann Arbor Pioneer graduate himself. Second one is good, and that will allow Avery McEwen to check in. And Lyle will take a break. Lage and Sompa bring it up against the pressure. Strauss helps out, being available. There's McEwen, tees it up for three, off the bench. No good.
I don't think we want to get away from transition basketball here. We've got to start getting some rebounds. We're being out-rebounded. And Zane, once again, as I said on the onset, this kid can play. This kid can play.
Went to Ann Arbor Open. Played with a really nice player. I'll give you his first name, Ladanian, one of the more talented ninth graders in the area. And Pioneer turns the ball over, and all of a sudden it's 11-10. For those of you that were not at the Lincoln game, the final score was Pioneer 72, Lincoln 40. Pioneer scored 48 points in that first half, but you know Lincoln came to play, and Pioneer knows it right now if they didn't before the game. Very nice drive there by the Rail Splitters. That was Eric Jones.
The Rail Splitters are making it known that they're driving to the basket. We've got to get a man in front. Stop the drive. Stop the drive.
Zane with a one-man press makes Sompa and Lage pass it back and forth. Sompa gets it up to McEwen. Back to Sompa, picked up by Zane. Strauss is looking for the ball down low. Lage gets it on the right wing. He drives, keeps his dribble alive to Matinda. Matinda down to Strauss. Strauss turns out to Matinda. 16-footer, bang.
Nice
Beautiful shot
by Tyler.
And that's
good, really good to see Tyler really coming along here, right? I mean, coming back from the ankle injury, getting his feet underneath him. He looks really good right now.
And what you saw from Pioneer on that last possession is what you were talking about. Try to push the ball first, but if the push is not there, then set it up. Lage with a steal there, gets it off to Sompa. Lob to McEwen. McEwen tries to save it. Lyle checks in. Sompa checks out. Gets some coaching from Coach DeWolf.
58 seconds left here.
Pioneer up 3.
See if Lincoln drives back to the hoop.
Lage gets a deflection, but Zane gets it back. Puts up the 3. No good. McEwen with the rebound. Off to Strauss to Lyle, who also has some point guard skills here for the purple and white. Lob down to Matinda. Up, gets some body, but no call. 30 seconds left. Eric Jones with the drive. Do we have a travel or a foul?
That all was set up by Avery McEwen right there. Avery McEwen did a great job of doing exactly what I just said. You've got to get the body in front of the driver, and he did just that. Great defensive play by Avery there.
Cole Treat checks in. Carson Strauss checks out. Perhaps coach taking advantage of the extra time he'll get down at the corner. Matinda down low, finishes off the beautiful feed from Lage. Great passing there by Pioneer to take a 5-point lead here late in the first quarter.
I think got to play defense for this last 10 seconds.
That's Owen Day.
Nice deflection there by Treat.
And we're almost out of time here in the first quarter. This would have to be a catch and shoot situation for Lincoln. Zane gets it. 25-footer is up just a bit to the left. And after one, Pioneer 15, Lincoln 10. Solid start for Pioneer. Certainly not the spectacular one that they had on the road against Lincoln, but clearly led by Zane, the Rail Splitters came to play today.
So what it's really going to boil down to now is obviously Pioneer has a pretty deep bench, right? Lincoln's really playing with a lot of energy. How much will they have left in the tank? How much will Pioneer save? those kind of things are going to really determine what happens as we continue to go on in this game. But what a excellent first period if you like basketball, right?
Really well played, 15-10. Pioneer leads. Pioneer has 2 fouls. Lincoln has 4. Pioneer will start the second quarter with Lyle and Lage in the backcourt, McEwen and Treat on the wings, and Matinda down low. For Lincoln, Wynn, Zane, Russell, Davis, and Day will round out the Rail Splitters lineup. That's Matinda to Lyle, who will function as the point guard with Sompa taking a break. Matinda up top, down to Lage. Lage with a spin move, a drive to Matinda off the glass. Beautiful, once again, Lage to Matinda for another bucket.
And that's how you beat the press, right? That's how you beat the press right there. That's what we need to do against teams like Saline. You beat the press that way. And the zone, obviously, is what I'm referring to more than the press. Sorry.
Pressure defense, absolutely, Bob. I knew what you were talking about. Wynn gets Lincoln a second shot. 3 is long. McEwen comes down with it to Lyle. Lyle across the timeline. Long bounce pass to Treat. Treat gathers, kicks it out to Lage. Lage fakes the 3, drives, kicks to McEwen. 15-footer right side. Just comes up short. Goes after his own rebound. And Lincoln will get the ball back.
Nice to see Avery following his shot right there. I'm not so sure that didn't go off a Lincoln player, but nonetheless, it's not my call, and the ball's going the other way.
Strauss checks in. Matinda takes a break. Well deserved. Lyle with his own full court press. Gets it to Treat. Treat gets the contact, puts a shot up, and it's good.
Great shot there.
And Zane gets picked up full court from Lage. Lyle comes over to help. Wynn. Russell with the shot. Lyle with the rebound and the push. Another beautiful long bounce pass to Lage, and he just misses it.
Nice rebound right there.
Strauss,
2 nice rebounds.
Strauss and McEwen keeping it alive. Up top to Treat. Treat with the drive. Off the window, no good. Pioneer got about 4 shots there.
3 rebounds, 4 shots, and came away with nothing.
Each player would wish they had back. Strauss with another beautiful job of using his hand-eye coordination, his length, and deflecting a ball that ultimately went off Lincoln, and Pioneer gets it back. That's a turnover.
Yeah, it's a great job by Strauss of getting those great, beautiful long arms of his into the lane, right? Clog the lane with those arms. He does a good job of that.
Lage gets his first break of the game. Sompa comes in to run the point. Lyle goes to the wing. That's Treat to Strauss. The 3 ball is up, in and out. Treat keeps it alive. Zane gets it back. Who will Pioneer put on Zane now? They will put Sompa on him. 3 ball goes up for the Rail Splitters. No good. Treat gets it to Sompa. Sompa dribbling to traffic. Picks up his dribble. Gets away with one perhaps. Coach DeWolf wiped his brow there.
He certainly did.
Treat to McEwen. Treat at the elbow. Beautiful 15-footer, knocks it down. Cole with another beautiful game here. Scored 18 and 16 in the last 2 games, and he's right back at it. Sompa reaches in the cookie jar and gets called for the foul, but just the 3rd on Pioneer.
Sure looked like a hook there by Zane. Sompa knew it, but it's the way it is.
Leighton Lage just had enough time to have a drink of water before coming back in the game. McEwen will take a seat. Nice effort by Avery.
Yeah, Avery did excellent job.
Alex Walker makes his first appearance. You'll definitely get 100% of effort from number 24. That's him on defense right there. Now Zane has it against Sompa. Drives into the lane. The 8-foot runner is long, gets his own rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, and Lincoln will keep it.
One of the things that we know about Pioneer basketball as a whole is that in the off season, the head coach, Marion, had these These players running miles. And it really shows now when you're in season how much motor you have. And it's like I said earlier, Lincoln's really being pressured right now. How much gas do they have in the tank? I like Pioneer's gas right now, Larry.
Cole Treat with a deflection that led to a turnover there, gets the ball back to Pioneer, and Lincoln gets it back. And Lyle gets it back once again. Lyle with the ball on the left side, to Sampa between the circles. I really like when these boys take their time, run their sets, because 9th grade basketball, no one wants to play defense, and certainly no one wants to play defense for an extended period. That's Alex Walker, puts it up, comes up just short. Strauss with the rebound to Sampa. Cole Treat, left wing, three-pointer long. Pioneer gets it once again, and here comes Zane. Pushes the action. Sampa with a beautiful steal with the push. He's got some traffic. Lefty layup, no good. Strauss to Cole Treat, off the window is good. Beautiful hustle there. Back up your teammate, have each other's back.
Once again, sharing the basketball, right? I mean, Carson could have very easily taken that layup himself. He decided to dish it off. Sure thing. Treat finishes the play. Another 2 points on the board.
Zane with a shot. It's up and good. Another point on that offensive rebound there. The boys are in shape to keep running.
That's right.
And back up their brother.
And how about Zane? Just like we said in the beginning of the broadcast, got to watch out for Zane. He came to play. Beautiful shot, good rotation, great basketball player.
Well, the varsity coach, Jesse Davis, is here at the game and may want to elevate Zane to JV, although if you're rooting for Pioneer, you want Zane to keep playing and knock off some other teams in this conference, because this will be the last time we'll see the Rail Splitters.
Well, the Rail Splitters certainly showed up today. It's nice to see.
Strauss with the elbow jumper, beautiful pass, beautiful finish. Cole Treat takes his turn at point guard. Pioneer runs the offense beautifully, and all of a sudden is up 25-12 in what was a close game not long ago.
Right, when you shoot like that, as Raph would say, it's onions. I mean, 16 feet in, deadly.
Lyle and Sampa, outstanding defense, and you can see the body language of the Lincoln Rail Splitters. At one point in this game not long ago, they were feeling really good, and now it's 25-12, and they're like, oh yeah, this team scored 48 in the first half on us last time. They're really good. Leitch checks back in. He's along with Sampa, Matinda, Strauss, and Cole Treat. So many great combinations that Coach DeWolf can go to, and this is another exciting one for the purple and white. Every single boy in this court can shoot. Matinda down low, using his size, gets the shot up. He gets fouled.
He was triple teamed down there on the block, and the big fella almost finished anyway. They're doing a really good job against this zone, right? You have to be able to shoot if you're going to beat a zone. They're making baskets, and at the free throw line here with Tyler, make them pay.
Former 03 travel basketball player, went to Emerson and Angel before he came to Pioneer. Like to be a corporate lawyer someday, and he can also shoot the ball. Leighton Lage with full court pressure, putting it one-man press, and Lincoln turns it over.
Yeah, great defensive effort there by Lage. He's always there. He's always around you. Full of energy.
Lage to Strauss, to Sampa. Sampa for three. Bang.
Great ball movement, great ball movement. That breaks the zone, Larry. Gonna have to get out of the zone.
And Lage with the full court press makes it tough on Lincoln once again, and they're having trouble just getting the ball up the court. Sampa is such a beautiful shooter. You'd like to shoot more, but it's not bad to be unselfish, as each boy in this team is. Lincoln gets the bucket.
Strauss got a little piece of that. Not enough, but great defensive effort. just a piece.
Owen Day with the bucket there for Lincoln. That's Cole Treat on the left wing. Strauss to Sumpa. Sumpa fakes the three and gets tripped. When you make threes, all of a sudden the defenders come up a little bit quicker to close out.
Yeah, so what does that mean? That means we're probably going to get some more points down on the block. Key in Tyler right here.
And if Pioneer can draw another foul, they will be in the bonus. Lincoln comes up with a steal. That's Antoine Coleman Jr. with a Euro step. Shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, gets tied up. That 2-point takedown there, Sampa.
Yeah, he tripped up Cole Treat there on that Euro step. Got him off on his heels and then on his tail.
Looked like a wrestling move. I don't know if that was a reversal or a takedown. Sampa wide open, beautiful layup coming up. 3-2-1, that's a bucket. Lage with the full court press, keeping it out of Coleman's hands. That's Owen Day bringing it across. He gets picked up by Matinda. Bishop Russell there with the ball. Cole Treat with the pressure. Would not want to play against this Pioneer team.
Really good effort by Cole Treat there defensively, getting the second call.
5-second call, turns it over. That has really been the difference in this quarter. Pioneer has pulled away with outstanding defense, which has set up their offense. And when they don't have the transition, they have the patience to run their sets. Minute left, Pioneer up 32-14.
Pioneer's not going to be in a hurry here. They're going to run some clock. Got a big lead here. Coach DeWolf has shown that this is what he likes to do with a minute left. And Cole Treat's running it.
Pioneers run 20 seconds off the clock in this possession. They'll try to run another 40 or so off and get one good shot toward the end and not give Lincoln another shot. Alex Walker's open down low. Lage finds him. Back to Lage, to Sompa. 30 seconds left. Skip pass to Matinda. Pioneer looks cool as the other side of the pillow here, running this clock out. Playing keep away. About 10 seconds left. I think they'll try to go for a shot. 12 seconds left. Sompa goes down low and turns it over.
Coach DeWolf will not be happy about that pass.
Eric Jones.
But we're going to have 6.3 seconds left and going the other way. What do we do here?
You shoot the 1-on-1. Although you don't after charge. So
that's correct.
Nice situational basketball here for Pioneer. 6.3 seconds left. They had the same situation at Huron, obviously at the end of the game, but similar time. And I might have to check in my referee application if they shoot 1-on-1. I didn't think he shot off of charges, but
I don't know what they're doing.
I think Cole Treat knows the rules as well, and you do not shoot a 1-on-1 off of.
Nobody's disagreeing with you, but we're all watching the mayhem here.
Okay, Sompa gets the ball and gets it to Lage. Lage with the push. Long pass to Matinda. Matinda gets the body, no call. 32-14, Pioneer with a really strong second half to take control. We'll take a break. We'll look back at the first half, and we'll look back ahead to the second half. You're watching ArborBroadcasting.com. Welcome back to the second half, arborbroadcasting.com. I'm Larry Lage along with Bob Treat. Pioneer up 32-14. Tell us about the first half scoring there, Bob.
Well, we had 3 guys with 8, Matinda, Sampa, and Treat. Strauss had 6, and Lage rounded it out with 2. If you did the math there, Larry, that equals 32.
32-14, keyed by a 17-4 second quarter, Bob.
Well, that's what I was talking about. The gas in the tank. I think Pioneer wore them down a little bit. I think you'll see more of that here, too.
It was 15-10 after 1. And in the second quarter, as I mentioned, Pioneer outscored Lincoln 17-4. Lage with the drive and the travel just before the dish to Treat wiped that bucket off. Zane for Lincoln had 7 points in the first quarter, and then that pivotal second was held to just 2.
Yeah, that was important. That might have been Coach DeWolf saying, look, we got to contain this guy. Get a man on him.
Zane would have put up a shot there, but his teammate was in the way. Break for Pioneer. Treat with the rebound to Lage.
It's very important to get out and
Official asks a Lincoln player to bring his mask above his nose.
it's important here to get a basket, to get the momentum coming back.
Treat to Lage. To Lyle. Lincoln picking up the defensive pressure here. Lyle with a drive and a dish to Lage. Really nice patience by Pioneer.
Zane basically said to Mo, you need to go left if you're going to beat me, and Mo did just that.
There's Sampa with the push. Long on the shot. And that's Zane, the top player for Lincoln. Blows past Lage, pulls up a 10-footer. No good. Lyle knocks it out.
Good call there by the official.
With Zane, if you let him get a full head of steam there, he's going to be trouble. I talked to the varsity coach, Jesse Davis. I said, he looks like a JV player. He said he could play JV, but I like him here because he's playing a lot and he's playing good competition. As we've talked about in various sports, when you're in 9th grade, it's nice to play JV, but you better be playing.
Right, you got to play. Let's be honest. You got to play.
Pioneer up 32-14. Same score we had at halftime, and that's the first bucket of the second half for Lincoln. Strauss with a beautiful long pass to Cole Treat. Cole Treat takes the hit. No call, but he gets the bucket.
Should have been a call there. Nice to see him continuing to use the glass and putting the ball in the hole, right?
Third straight double-figure scoring game for Cole Treat. That gives him 10, leads all scorers for the purple and white. And there's Zane up top against Lage. Lage forces him to pass it. That's always a good thing for Pioneer because Zane is quite a player.
Another foul there. Big hack without a call.
Lage to Treat to Strauss. Strauss takes the baseline, kicked it to Sampa. Sampa for 3. Bang! 3 for 3. Sampa is just cash money with the shot.
You know, and I talked about it in the first quarter. I'd like to see him taking more shots from the perimeter. He's doing just that today, and they're falling.
That gives Sampa 11 to lead all scorers for Pioneer. There's Zane. Puts up the shot, no good. Lincoln gets another shot at it. Strauss deflects the shot, gets the rebound. Sampa comes up with it, gets pushed, and will go the other way.
Mo's like, where's the call there? You know, I'm not exactly the lightest guy in the world, and you take a shoulder and push me down. Where's the call? And he gets nothing.
Tyler Matinda checks in. He had 8 points off the bench in the first half. Pioneer gets tripped in the backcourt. That's another foul against Lincoln.
Lincoln's being very aggressive right now. The referees are starting to call more fouls, but you can tell the aggression is going up. Pioneer's going to have to take care of it.
Sampa with the push off to Strauss. Strauss gets squared up off the window, no good. And Lincoln will come up with it.
Carson wishes he had that shot back.
I think Coach DeWolf wanted him to put that up with his left hand, which is his offhand, give him a little more space. Pioneer picks up the full court pressure. Coleman brings it across. Gets it to Zane. Zane now picked up by Lyle. Lyle stays in front of him. Puts pressure on him, but puts his hand on him and gets called for the foul.
He pleads his innocence there, Larry. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Jashawn Turman checks in. Lyle checks out. Also in the game, Treat, Matinda, Sompa, and Strauss. That's Coleman with the ball between the circles. Sompa comes out to put some pressure on him.
Nice pivot and go there by Coleman, huh?
And Turman got his hands in the passing lane, as all Pioneer players do, and gets a hand up on Zane's shot, but he still knocks it down.
Yeah, Zane is a problem.
He had 7 points in the first quarter, 7 in the first quarter, 2 in the second. When Pioneer took control of this game, they now lead by 18.
There's a hand check there. Get the call.
As you mentioned, Lincoln has picked up the defensive pressure, definitely trying to be more aggressive, and that has led to 3 fouls in 3 minutes. Coltree gets it to Sompa. Matinda looking for it down low. Great place for him to be against anybody on his back. He's got the size mismatch and certainly plenty of talent. Turman gets it to Treat, to Sompa.
Good ball movement.
Pioneer showing a lot of patience, no shot clock in high school basketball, so they conceivably could dribble the ball for the next 3.5 minutes, but Strauss gets a good shot. Turman gets the rebound, and he's going to shoot 2.
Very, very good drive there by Carson. He saw the lane open up. He took it. Ball didn't fall, but the drive was beautiful.
Jashawn Turman at the line. He'll shoot 2, taking advantage of the offensive rebound. He got to give Pioneer another shot on that possession. Pioneer up 37-19, 3:36 left. In case you're multitasking and making dinner or paying bills or maybe fixing yourself a beverage.
Yeah, it's Friday night, Larry.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 5 o'clock here. What time is it? About that time.
It's hard to have anything to drink through a mask. You know, you gotta.
That's true. Turman's second shot, up and in and out. Lincoln with the push. Pioneer turns him away. Lage with the steal against 2 Lincoln players. Now 4 Lincoln players, and Wisely pulls it up and gets it to Sompa to set the offense. Nice defense and good decision making by Leighton Lage.
Yeah, Leighton Lage, who's such an aggressive player, as we know, has matured so much with his game, aggressive but intelligent. And we're going back to the line here for 2.
Jashawn Turman back at the line, shooting 2. Nice pass from Cole Treat from the left elbow down to the right block to get Turman the ball there. Eric Jones checks in for Lincoln.
And Zane gets a much needed rest. Lincoln all of a sudden has 5 fouls with 3:11 left in the third period. The aggressiveness is leading to more and more opportunity.
Free throw is no good. Coleman gets the ball up to Jones. That's Day. Day off the window is good, and in this quarter, Lincoln has outscored Pioneer 7-5.
And the aggressiveness continues.
Lage keeps the dribble to Turman. And Turman is fouled. Number 5 for Lincoln is Owen Day. And he's got to have at least a few.
And that's a 6-team foul.
One more and Pioneer will be in the bonus. Got a sub for Lincoln. That's Demir Davis. In for Pioneer in the backcourt is Sompa and Lage. On the wings, Lyle and Treat. And down low, Strauss. Strauss to Lage. Swings it to Sompa to Lyle. Down to Treat. Sompa fakes the 3. kicks it to Treat, and he gets fouled on the way. As we talked about earlier, Sampa made 3 threes. The next time he gets it, the defense comes out. Sampa takes what the defense gives him and drives it, pulls up, and gets fouled.
Well, I mean, what's happening right now is Coach Patterson from Lincoln has obviously said, look, the only way you guys even have a chance in this game is to show some aggressiveness and slow them down. And with that comes an opportunity for Pioneer to finish the game at the free throw line. If they do that, this game is over in no time.
And they call the boys off and stop fouling, and we get out of here a little earlier on a Friday. Sampa made the first, missed the second, but we've got a lane violation. That'll give him another opportunity. Takes advantage of that extra opportunity and gives Pioneer an 18-point lead. That's Logan Wynn with the ball. That's Lyle with the pressure.
Lyle, fantastic pressure, fantastic pressure.
And yet the officials saw too much contact there. I thought he was going to call a 10-second violation, but Lyle gets called for having his arm on him apparently.
I think Lyle's got a good beef there. Didn't really see much. Only thing I saw was great defense.
Zane against Lage. Lage gets screened. Zane puts up a 3, no good. Strauss with the rebound. Off to Sampa. Treat runs the lane. Sampa gives him the ball. Treat off.
Oh,
dishes
beautiful.
it to Lyle. And a bucket. Beautiful unselfish play.
Good jump stop and pass by Cole Treat.
I don't want to say there's anything personal that the officials have against young Lyle, but that's another foul on Lyle that was questionable. He'll go to the bench, and Avery McEwen will come in. Certainly not criticizing the officials. I respect the officials. They do a great job that few want to do. You know, Bob, I know you're not on Twitter, but I tweeted last night that refs and politicians have a lot in common. Everyone thinks they know how to do their job and no one wants to do it.
I'm not going to comment on that.
How about on Treat coming down with another defensive rebound there for Pioneer?
That's a better conversation for me. And we're in good hands here with McEwen. Sad to see Mo go out with questionable fouls, but Avery's a good defender in his own right. 41-21, 20-point game here, third period.
Carson Strauss gets hacked in the act, and he will go to the line, waving his arm around a little bit there. The Lincoln Rail Splitters made him earn it, or they're trying to make him earn it. That's 8 fouls on them in 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Definitely picking up the aggression as their coach wanted them to clearly. Strauss with a beautiful swish, nothing but the bottom of the net.
That stops the aggression.
Carson had 6 points in the first half.
My oh my, I have to say, we love this game, right? I mean, what an incredible game this is. You watch Division I basketball and see so many great D1 players. They cannot shoot free throws. They're 50%. It's hard to believe that that's the case.
Even sometimes in the NBA. Tyler Matinda with a beautiful steal there. Leighton Lage open, wide open, but Sampa pulls it up. Treat to Lage. Lage drives the baseline, takes some contact, and gets called for being out of bounds.
Well, he got bodied up there big time, thrown into the out-of-bounds line. But nonetheless, Lincoln ball.
Pioneer keeps the pressure on. Sampa deflects it. If Pioneer doesn't get a foul here, they're going to have a turnover, but they get one anyway because Lincoln stepped on the baseline, and that'll give Pioneer the ball back with 53 seconds left. Probably another opportunity to run the clock and set one up. Coach DeWolf goes to his very deep bench and brings in Anuj Bedput.
I think it's very telling that Coach DeWolf is tired of the foul calls, and he's getting aggressive himself.
That's Lage to treat, swings it to Anuj. Anuj tees up the three, no good. Lage with the offensive rebound. That is pulled out of his hands by Kendrick Jones, who goes up for the layup. Cole Treat makes him earn it at the line. He thought he got all ball. Officials saw it another way.
Good foul there.
I would think the percentages are with you in 9th grade basketball that the other team will miss a free throw rather than an uncontested layup. Alex Walker will check in for Pioneer at the next opportunity. That's Kendrick Jones at the line for the Rail Splitters. And Cole Treat did his job, making the Rail Splitters earn it instead of giving up the easy layup.
Well, there's one thing. I mean, Cole Treat's obviously upset about the call, but there's one thing that you have to learn as a player, that your reaction might get you more calls as the game goes on.
Lage to McEwen. McEwen gets hacked and goes to the line. Beautiful pass up the court by Leighton Lage there to Avery McEwen.
Good drive by Avery. Puts Avery on the line here with 31.2 left in the third. Let's hope he can put both of them in the hole.
Avery McEwen was born and raised in Ann Arbor, went to Eberwhite Elementary and Slauson Middle School. Makes the first shot. Really nice travel baseball player and soccer as well. One of the many multi-sport athletes on this team.
It was really fun when Tappan would play one of your mentors and favorite coaches, Rusty Fuller, right?
Yep, with the Slauson Golden Bears. He may be watching now. Shout out to Rusty in his first year of retirement, but as I know Rusty, he certainly is not idle. And Lincoln picks up a bucket there, gives Pioneer a shot to get one last shot. Leighton Lage gets it to McEwen. McEwen gets fouled.
Yeah, I talked about this a broadcast or two ago. You look at the non-call with traveling, right? 1-step, 2-step, foot down, 3-step, 4-step, go. It's a travel all day long.
Avery McEwen misses the first. Pioneer up 45-23. 13 seconds left. In case you don't see that on the bottom of your screen. Stay tuned to ArborBroadcasting.com. The JV game will be next. We will be back on the mic for the last 2 home games for the Pioneers.
If they want us or not, right? We're doing it whether they want us or not.
We already are signed up and we're on the pass list, brother. Lincoln with the push. That's Logan Wynn. He will go to the line. Pioneer makes Lincoln earn it once again. Another situational basketball opportunity for here. Excuse me. For Pioneer coming up here with 3.9 seconds left. You know, whether it's the end of a half, end of a quarter, end of a game, there are opportunities for coaches and players to put practice into action with 3.9 seconds left.
No question about it. Does Coach DeWolf call a timeout here and draw something up?
I would say not with a 23-point lead. But he's certainly talking to his teammates, and I'm sure they have a plan here. First shot is up and good from Logan Wynn.
Logan Wynn, good player, good baseball player. Old Lincoln Rail Splitter.
Lage with the ball at the end of the third quarter. Gets stopped. Shot is up. No good. Good attempt there by Jay Sean. And Pioneer after 3. It's 46-25. Bob, your thoughts on the first 3 quarters so far?
Well, I think what we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, is still true. We had to play good defense. We had to stop number 4 the best we could. And he's had his points, but we've shared the ball, and we've just been really good.
Pioneers 5-2, cruising to a 6-2 record. Outstanding season. A little more detail on the last game against Lincoln because it was such an impressive effort. 72-40. Strauss had 17 in that game. Sompa had 15. Lyle had 11. Treat had 8. Leighton Lage had 9 in the first half, 13 in the game. Strauss had 8 in that first quarter, and what was really great for the parents was we got to attend that game.
Yeah, right. I think Cole had 20 in that game, actually.
To check the box score there, but I'll get back to you. I don't have access to Stats Pass anymore, sorry. Fourth quarter, Pioneer up 46-25. That's Antoine Coleman Jr. for the Rail Splitters, bringing the ball across against Sompa. Nice give and go play. Sompa wipes it out with a nice block shot. Sompa in the backcourt with Lage. Strauss and Lyle on the wings. Strauss up, down low. Starting lineup starts the fourth quarter. Lincoln probably gets away with a travel. That's Zane. 15-footer, beautiful shot. Such a talent.
Beautiful shot, such a talent. What a talent Carson is as well, Strauss. He makes it look so easy down on the block, pound for pound, so good, always where he needs to be. And he makes me look like a genius with the roll right there, right?
Beautiful hands, beautiful finish. Carson, also a former 03 travel basketball player growing up in these parts, and also a really good tennis player. Spent some time with the varsity team in the fall. Blocks the shot, or actually deflects the shot, gets the rebound. Sompa calmly brings it across. Shakes and bakes, picks up his dribble and gets it to Lyle. Lyle down low to Strauss. No call there. I think Strauss was looking for one. And we've got a technical foul on Coach DeWolf, who, despite being up 21, apparently had one too many things to say to the officials.
Well, so Larry, today, it's Friday, and we're opening up the restaurants to 50% capacity. A lot of great restaurants and great owners in the city of Ann Arbor here that would like for people to come in and fill up their business. Nights, so many others that come to mind.
Certainly, a lot of locally owned businesses here that could use your support, and the weather's warming up, so you've got dining in and out options. I think it's going to be 60 next week. You know you're old when you start looking at the weather, like 10-day forecast, to see what's coming up.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm in no hurry to call my kids when I'm old and retired and rub in their face that it's 80 degrees while they're suffering, huh?
In St. Martin's?
Wherever it may be.
That's Coleman with Lincoln. Off to Russell Bishop. That's Zane. Long three, in and out.
Good shot.
Offensive rebound by Lincoln. And turnover, Lincoln, Pioneer ball.
Good trap, good defense.
Lage to Lyle. Pioneer having some trouble bringing the ball up across the half court against this pressure defense. Just another opportunity for this Pioneer team to gain experience. Lage goes with a touchdown pass to Lyle. Lyle runs it down. Lincoln gets it back. Cole Treat goes to help up a defender during live action. That's quite a scholar and a gentleman you've got there, Bob.
I understand that, and he has a love for his fellow person. But the reality is, let's wait for the whistle.
If I didn't have a mask, you could see me smiling, but probably can hear it in my voice.
Right. What you're thinking is, it probably wouldn't be his father, right?
Outstanding young man, great student, great musician, great athlete. Leighton Lage misses the first. He gets the second with the bonus. With the Rail Splitters' aggressive defense already adding up to at least 10 fouls will give Pioneer 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Yeah, I have a big heart, and I would help anybody up, as you know, after the whistle.
Lage with a beautiful swish there on the second.
Nice swipe by Lage there. Almost had a steal. As Wynn brings the ball up.
Quite a ping pong player. You know, that hand-eye coordination comes in handy.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about that a lot, about his ping pong.
Speaking of which, with his
hot
hands,
potato.
Gets it to Cole Treat. Cole Treat gets his own rebound. Back to Lage with a spin, and Pioneer will set it up with Sompa.
Yeah, it went back to the guy it should have originally went to in the first place, Leighton.
Lage sets the offense. I heard he was hitting 80-mile-an-hour fastballs last night at baseball practice.
Well, they definitely had her cranked up, and the ball was dropping about 6 inches as well. So the goal is, if you can hit that, you can hit anything, right?
Zane pulls up a shot. Sompa gets a hand up. Strauss with another rebound. I'm going to just go ahead and say Strauss has a double-double here. I don't have stats for you. I'll provide those at a future broadcast, but another outstanding game. Treat down low, gets an opportunity to work on his low-post game, gets hacked in the act, and will go to the line once again. Pioneer has had a parade to the free throw line here. We'll see if Cole can take advantage. Pioneer is up 22. Cole Treat in double figures for this third straight game. First one is good.
Got to look front rim there, right? Front rim.
Our sons are better basketball players than both of us, so we can probably just stick to broadcasting.
Well, you know, I was a hockey player this time of year, right? And although your picture is out there on the wall as a Hall of Famer, it wasn't for basketball. You know what I'm saying?
It was certainly not for that. I was smart enough to know I was not going to play at another level. Cole makes both shots, puts Pioneer up 51-27. Avery McEwen, Lage, Sompa, Carson Strauss, and Jay-Sean Turman in for the purple and white.
But you are on the wall with Iggy Pop and Bob Seger and an eclectic group out there, Larry.
Funny story about that. Lauren Cartwright, former Pioneer athletic director who helped put that together, said she was having a hard time finding a picture of Iggy Pop with his shirt on.
I'm sure that's the case. Also, Howdy Holmes, how about that? Old race car driver.
One of my childhood buddies, Aaron Bailey, former Indianapolis Colts wide receiver, also on the wall. Also on the wall for the best long jump in Pioneer history, 23-plus feet, was texting with AB earlier today, so shout out if you're still watching this Pioneer route.
Yeah, Aaron Bailey, I know he's a friend of yours. I'm sure he's a great, great guy. As a diehard Indianapolis Colts fan and a witness to the AFC Championship back when Coach Harbaugh was the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. I was in Pittsburgh for the AFC Championship and for the Super Bowl. Ball goes in the end zone, hits Aaron on the chest, and we know what happens after that. Pittsburgh goes to the Super Bowl, and we do not. And that's the end of Captain Comeback in the Indianapolis Colts for that year.
In traffic, and I cried. That was the second time in my life I cried watching a sporting event. The first time was when Bird stole the ball against the Pistons. Sompa makes the free throw, more importantly. Puts Pioneer up 52-27. That's Logan Wynn with the ball for the Rail Splitters. Sumpa picks him up. Coach Wolf sticking with his starters mostly. That's Turman with the turnover. Sumpa down low to Strauss. No good. Avery McEwen fighting for it. Rail Splitters come up with it. Turman had the steal on that last possession, did not have the turnover. Sumpa has the ball here. 3.5 minutes left. Pioneer coasting to another big win over Lincoln. That will give them a 6-2 record. They'll get another shot at both of the teams that beat them, Huron and Saline.
You know, at the end of the day, give Lincoln a lot of credit, Larry, in this game. Obviously, from a talent standpoint, they're not as deep as Pioneer. Pioneer's obviously a better team, but Lincoln came out to play today. They played with aggressive, the ability, their ability, their aggressiveness, everything was much, much better than the previous game, and the coach really had them ready to play today.
As Kenny Jackson, my childhood buddy who coached Layton and Cole with the Common Bond travel team and is now with Bates Academy, he would always tell the boys, give me hustle and heart. And when you have hustle and heart, you've got a lot. And Lincoln had that today, but certainly not enough to make up for the talent gap and the chemistry gap that exists between these two teams. Layton Lage makes the second free throw, and he will take a seat.
And Owen Nesbitt comes in. Be nice to see Owen get a basket here. I know everybody wants him to, including you and I. Let's hope that happens.
And hopefully his mother, who is volunteering for the team here, gets a cool photo of it. She's here with the camera. Shout out to all the parents that have been volunteering, whether it's with Facebook Live or on with photos. And if you haven't had a chance yet and you want to, there is a sign-up sheet available, and you can come out here and watch your son play, whether it's with a Facebook Live stream or with photos. I want to thank ArborBroadcasting.com for this great service in our community, a labor of love for the Wiseman family. It's certainly free to watch, but if you're compelled to donate to the Wiseman family's enterprise, which we are happy to announce has some great technical improvements this week. Bob can hear me and hear himself, so hopefully that helps our broadcast.
And what a great family, too, right? I mean, you're talking about a family that absolutely just loves sports and loves to do the broadcasting, and you can't ask for any more. For all of those people that are out there listening to us and watching the game, it's because of them. And we ask you to donate if you can. It really helps the cause.
Mark and James, the son-father team behind the scenes, doing the great camera work and all the technical difficulties. Bob and I just show up and shoot the breeze. That's Sumpa to McEwen. 2 minutes left. Pioneer finishing up the route. Owen Nesbitt withstands the pressure and gets it to Matinda. Sumpa to Matinda. Back to Sumpa. Pioneer wants to get a couple more subs in there, but we'll need a stoppage in play to get them in the game. That's Matinda with the drive, with the hack, and he will go to the line. Alex Walker will check in along with Jack Van Ryn. This Pioneer team is so deep, Bob. Tyler Matinda. I think he said off as soon as it left his hand. Good shooter like Tyler knows as soon as it leaves his fingertips whether it's probably in or not. I've got to wait another second. That was supposed to be a joke, Bob. Tyler Matinda makes the second. Alex Walker checks in.
As my mother always said, not everybody's going to laugh at your jokes, you know.
Right.
You have to face the fact.
I'm cool with that. Pioneer up big. Jack Van Ryn on the D. Might have got a little body there. Officials are trying to figure out.
Jack Van Ryn's trying to plead his case that he was hooked. The ref will have none of that. Not today.
Eric Jones at the line for the Rail Splitters. So we're on the second time around when this Southeastern Conference, Bob. We'll get another shot at Huron and Saline, and I'm sure those boys will be primed and ready for those rematches after playing both teams during a really brutal stretch of games. Not to make excuses for them, but they were tired in both those games, and looking forward to seeing them get another shot.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, and as you know, this game really comes down to shooting and getting the ball in the hole, and we just did not get the ball. The ball did not drop for us. The defense has been solid all year. That's not been the case. Let's hope we shoot the ball well.
Van Ryn with a nice bucket off the feed from Sampa. Really nice to see another Pioneer player getting the box score with a bucket as Pioneer is up big against Lincoln once again, 56-32. Turman with a block. Sampa picks up the loose ball, 40 seconds left.
What was the score the last time we played the Rail Splitters?
It was 72-40. Pioneer had 48 in the first half. In this game, really the second quarter was pivotal, and when Pioneer pulled away after a 15-10 first quarter with the purple and white ahead, Pioneer pulled away, outscoring Lincoln 17-4 in that quarter.
Well, you could really tell that Patterson said at halftime, listen, we're going to pressure these boys. They're not going to score like they did in the first quarter or in the first half. And that's been the case here.
Nesbitt makes the free throw, and the program goes wild. Anuj Baput checks in for Pioneer. 24 seconds left. Owen Nesbitt's second shot is up. No good. Jack Van Ryn fights for the offensive rebound and another opportunity. Jack Van Ryn with a reverse layup. Count it. Beautiful play by Jack Van Ryn that he totally created by getting the offensive rebound as well. Great to see.
Well, Larry, it's been another really fun game with you. Pioneer played really, really well. They were solid, and I look forward to doing it again against who we got up next.
You know, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that because I'm not exactly sure. But we will be here for all the home games. There's 2 home games left. We'll be back. Pioneer is going to improve to 6-2 with a 59-32 win over Lincoln. Thank you to the Wiseman family here, father and son, bringing it to you with the video and all the technical support. And for Bob Treat, I'm Larry Lage. Have a beautiful day and hang in there for the JV game.